What is up, my dudes? Welcome to episode 8 of They Got a Podcast, the only podcast on the internet that will tell you we are tucking it between our legs and actually mean it. I'm that Steve Dawson, and with me today is just Sean. What's up, Sean?
It's going good, man. How you doing?
I'm alright. We're a man down, but that's not going to stop us.
Man down.
Yeah, and we're actually recording on a different day. Day late. It's my fault this time, not Will's. But Will's not here because he's like, oh, you're trying to get me. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to get you. Then he cried, and I cried, and we hugged. But whatever. So this week we're going to do something a little different. We all talked about bringing in a new segment to the podcast. Normally, when we're doing the podcast, we partake in some adult beverages. And we thought, why not make it part of the show? So we have a new segment to start off the podcast, and it's called Let's Tap the Keg. And this is the part where Will's supposed to talk, but Will's not here, like I said, this week. So, yeah. He was the first one to choose a beer for us, and he chose Guinness. I actually never had Guinness, and Sean, you never had Guinness. Yep. So Sean bought his in a can, and I actually bought the bottle. My wife bought it for me. But so for the first time that I've had Guinness, I got the Guinness Extra Stout, and I can tell you it's not my favorite beer at all. Thanks, Will. Thanks for picking this beer that I cannot stand. It's not good at all. It tastes like dirt. Yeah, Sean actually poured his out of the can into a cup, a glass, a beer glass, and he's trying to finish it, but it's probably hot by now. He's going to throw up. So yeah, that's all the fun stuff you're missing if you're not watching the video cast. So ideally, what's going to do what?
If you have any honors, likes Guinness, or anybody who likes Guinness, sorry, braver than me.
Yeah. So ideally, what this segment is, like I said, it's called Let's Tap the Keg. We'll start it off at the beginning of every episode, like we did What's in the Box. The idea behind this segment is each week one of us will pick a beer, and we buy that beer, and that's what we'll drink throughout the following week's podcast. So like I said, Will picked Guinness, and we're drinking Guinness. Well, Sean's actually done. We started drinking them before we started recording, so I'm working on my first Guinness of the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you buy the can, there's a ball in it. So if you hear something in it, it's supposed to be in there. It helps with the flavor and that they have up here, but it doesn't work. Sorry.
Yeah. So, Sean, you're up next. So, like I said, what happens is we'll pick the next beer for the next week, and if you want, buy it, drink it with us. Join us in the comments and give us your feedback about it. So, Sean, you're up next for next week's beer. So, what do you want to pick?
Let's go with Bud Light Platinum.
Bud Light Platinum. Thank you for picking something I actually like.
Yeah, I haven't had that. Let's go with Platinum.
Okay. And I'll let Will know, and that's what we'll get. That's what we'll be drinking and pass out on stream with.
Yeah. Yep. That's regular.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for tapping the keg. Like I said, we've already tapped it. We're drinking the Guinness. Sean's moved on to Bud Light, I think.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth with root beer.
Yeah.
Not root beer and Bud Light. Which means when I wake up in the morning,
he's going to have a headache.
Hold it. Definitely going to be craving Chinese food.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Chinese food helped me with a hangover or even with my stomach. Chicken wings, pork fried rice.
Chicken wings, pork fried rice. All right, let's move on to the next segment, which is now no longer our front runner segment, but still Sean's favorite segment. It's what's in the box.
Listen to me talk about my Darksiders.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
I haven't played Darksiders. I haven't touched it in a week. Deadpool, I touched maybe.
No.
I played it about once or twice. Sunday and a little bit on Monday, but I haven't really done anything. I just went back on previous level so I could build up some money so I could buy me some upgrades for my weapons. That was really about it. Then once I got back to the point, the level I was at, I just stopped playing. Working 2 jobs doesn't help me.
Yeah.
Play Barbie.
So are you still liking Deadpool?
Yeah, I still like it. I mean, when it says ultra violent, it's ultra violent because it's a lot of dudes you gotta kill. You get killed. It's fun, but it's just aggravating because you heard me playing, watching me play. What was it, Friday or Saturday, and I would just get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
But it's still a good game. There's nothing wrong with it.
I actually saw earlier this week. It looks like they're remaking it for PS4 and Xbox One.
Sweet.
So yeah, if that's the case, I might just pick that up instead of the PS3 version and stream it sometime.
Yeah, I know it's gonna look 10 times better than when it is on PlayStation 3.
Yeah. For me, it's been going back and forth between WWE 2K15. I'm still playing around with that. My son actually started playing it last weekend. He made his own character. It was really funny. And he played like 2 matches. He kind of got frustrated with it because that game's nothing but like a reverse my reversal type game. There's no like sense to the game really. But he played it and he won his second match and he was like real proud of like winning his second match. But other than that, I've still been playing Dying Light. I'm 12 hours or so into it. It's a really fun game. It's an open world game. It's my favorite type of game. There's just too much crap to do. I'm one of those people that something pops up on my map, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And I'll go to that, and something else pops up on my map, and I'm like, oh, let's go look at this. So I make no progress whatsoever in the game.
That's how I am.
Yeah. I love open world games, but I hate them for that because I feel like it's my curse. I can never finish it in time.
Yeah, that was mine with when the effort played Need for Speed game.
Yeah, the last one was like that. Okay. So this, like I said, it's just Sean and I. So this episode's probably going to be a little shorter than the normal hour-long podcast that you get.
Well, we're trying to make that as fun and entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, Will's not here. I know you're all sad and you're stuck with Sean and myself, but
yeah,
he's here in spirit. This Guinness is for him.
And if you're just listening, he's not dead or anything.
Yeah, he's not dead. I don't think. I don't know. I mean, he texted me on my phone earlier, so I hope it was him.
Yeah.
So Sean and I came into this podcast tonight really not knowing what to talk about. So we kind of pulled a topic out of thin air and not knowing it's actually happening next week.
Which is awesome.
So we're going to talk about the Tokyo Game Show.
Tokyo. I love Tokyo.
I do. I want to go to Tokyo so bad one day.
Yeah. But we got that Tokyo people. That's not why it's out there.
Right. Yeah. But more importantly, Tokyo Game Show. It's all about the games for us, and I mean that's mainly what the Tokyo Game Show is about. But what we want to talk about is the 40 or so games that have been actually confirmed to be at the Tokyo Game Show. And I'm not going to go through all 40 games, just the ones that I feel like are important to us.
And people are.
I don't really care about the people. More importantly, what's important to us. And some of these games, like, I've never even heard of, and I'm not even sure if they'll even come out here. But, like I said, we'll just go through some of them, and not all 40 or so. The first one on the list is Monster Hunter Stories. It's coming out for the 3DS. I really like the Monster Hunter games, but I don't even have a 3DS. I think the last one I bought was on PSP. And
you have 3DS. need to upgrade and let your kids play that.
Yeah, the last one I played was the PSP. The last one that was on PSP. It was actually really fun. I just didn't like the controls because the camera control was on the D-pad, I believe, and it's kind of shitty. The one on PS2 was like really good. The next big game, I feel like it's the big game for us. Star Wars Battlefront. And Sean, you said you never played any of the Battlefront games, right?
I played one Star Wars game on the GameCube. I can't remember what it was, but I actually liked it. It was pretty badass. So just seeing the what was it? The cut scene that we watched on.
Oh yeah. The trailer, yeah.
It looks fucking badass.
Yeah. So basically, what Battlefront is, you can think of like your Call of Duty, your Battlefield type games. Like you pick a class and you pretty much just kill each other. I can't remember if they have a single player like story mode. It's been forever since I played Battlefront. But if they do, I mean, it's a plus. I don't even know if this one is going to have a story mode. I'm sure they do. Not many games come out that's just multiplayer online. For consoles, anyway. But the game looks gorgeous, and I can't wait to see it and play it. Get my hands on it. The next game on the list is something that's been out for a while, and I don't know if it just is now coming out in Japan or if they're just trying to push it some more, but it's Minecraft, the PlayStation Vita edition.
Yeah.
And you've never played Minecraft, have you, Sean?
No.
Yeah, my kid loves it. He plays it all the time. I've played it on the Vita and the PS3. I platinum both of them. And I have it on PS4. I've played it a little bit. I mean, they're fine games. I mean, it's not my type of game, really. Which is really funny because the next game's Dragon Quest Builders, which is basically Dragon Quest Minecraft. And I've seen the trailer for it, and I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. But again, it's Minecraft, and I feel like it's one of those deals I play it for an hour, and then I'm like, oh, okay, cool deal. See you later.
Yeah.
The next game.
Run to that Minecraft real quick.
Yeah.
My niece has been playing it on Xbox One.
Yeah.
They love the damn game.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games. It's on every platform. It's on mobile phones. It's on tablets. It's on PC. It's on every console except for the Wii. I don't even think it's on the Wii U. I don't think it's on 3DS, so I guess it's not on everything. But I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those games that came out and people just took to it. Because, I mean, you can basically do whatever you want to in it. I don't know.
Fight each other.
I can see the charm behind the game, but like I said, it's not a game that I would spend a lot of hours with, even though, again, I said I platinumed both PS3 and Vita versions of it. So, the next game on the list is one I'm really excited for. It's called God Eater Resurrection. It's in the vein of those Monster Hunter games. It actually came out. Well, the first one came out here. Oh man, on the PSP. I can't remember what year, but it was actually called God's Eater. Because there was like some hubbub about the game being called God Eater. Some people, like most things these days, people kind of took offense to it, saying God Eater. But I'm hoping this one comes out here. Maybe it'll get renamed to God's Eater too. But I'm really hoping this one comes out because I really want to play it. I really like them. So basically, Sean, what it is you're a person with like a sword or gun or whatever type of weapon you pick to have. And you just basically go out and kill these giant monsters. And then you can harvest the monster parts and make new weapons and armor out of them.
Yeah, sounds like a game to play.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's actually the game that I talked about a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, that Tukaiden Age of Demons. It's a lot like that one too. The one I showed you on the Vita. Yeah, like my guy had like the two short swords. Yeah, it's one of those games, and there's like magic spells and shit in it. It's really cool. Next game I want to talk about or mention is Odin Sphere, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the subtitle to it because I don't know what the hell it says. But Odin Sphere came out on PS2. It's from Atlas. I feel like it came out on PS2 like towards the end of the PS2 life cycle. but it's a really cool hand-drawn, hand-painted RPG game. I mean, it's beautiful. If you look at the game, I mean, it's very nice looking. The next game they have on the list to be there is Pro Evolution Soccer 2016. I'm not a big soccer or football fan, however you want to call it. Are you, Sean? Like, do you care about Pro Evo or?
Honestly, I never really played any soccer games, not because I don't like them, that I never got any of.
Yeah.
Football is just added.
Yeah. I feel like they gave out Pro Evo Soccer 15, or maybe it was 14 on PlayStation Plus, like months ago.
Yeah, they still have one. When I saw it a couple of days ago, they still had something there for it.
Yeah. The next one on the list, I'm going to skip a couple and go straight to Star Ocean 5. I'm not a huge Star Ocean fan, but I remember playing Star Ocean 1 and 2, and then Star Ocean, whatever the one on the PS2 was. I can't remember the subtitle for it. And I believe I have the one that's on PS3, but I don't think I've played it yet. Like a lot of games that I have. But again, it's another one of the Square Enix RPG games. I mean, you can't really go wrong when it's a RPG from Square Enix, you know?
I really do like Square Enix.
Yeah, they do. Especially, like I said, when it's their RPGs. Yeah, they really do. I mean, they've made some shit ones in the past, but... the next one's an Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. I feel like that comes out in February, I think. January or February, I believe. It's another Naruto game, and I'm pretty sure this one's made by CyberConnect 2 still. I feel like it's their last one. I think they've gone on record saying they weren't making any more Naruto games.
It's coming out February 9th, 2016.
Yeah. And like I said, it's Naruto. It's a fighting game. If you know anything about Naruto, I'm sure if you're a fan of Naruto, maybe you'll pick this up. I've watched the part of the anime. I like half of it. Of the first, not the Shippuden series. I haven't actually watched any of that yet. But the first Naruto series, I've seen a good majority of it. Sean hasn't started watching it yet, so.
It's alright, I'll catch up.
Yeah. It's good. I actually like it a lot.
Naruto.
The next game, Tearaway Unfolded. It's a Sony exclusive. Well, I mean, it's made by Sony. It's made by Media Molecule. And like I was telling, Sean and I were talking about this game earlier. I actually played the PlayStation Vita version of Tearaway. And this one's coming out for PS4 and PlayStation Vita. I feel like it's like an enhanced. They've kind of changed some things, added some new things to the game. And I think it just came out here. Maybe it's coming out soon. It's a really nice game. The one I played on Vita. I can't really speak for this one if they changed some stuff. But if you're a Vita owner, this is definitely one of the games to get. I mean, it's really cool.
It actually came out 3 days ago.
Okay, so it came. Yeah, okay. Cool. The next game I want to mention. Do what?
I said the creators of Little Big Planet.
Yep. The next game on the list I want to talk about is The Tomorrow Children, and it's another Sony exclusive. It's hard to describe this game. All I can think of like an online community type MMO game, and like mix that with like Minecraft a little bit. Like you're building a community, building a city, but you're constantly getting attacked by monsters. So you have to kind of defend your city. I don't know. If you get a chance, definitely check out the trailer for it. It looks really neat.
Yeah, I don't know what Q3 2015 means.
Oh, yeah, it's the third quarter of 2015. So I think it's actually coming out in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I never knew that.
Yeah. Nathan Drake Collection, the Uncharted Collection's coming out for PlayStation 4. I think it comes out October 7th.
9th.
October 9th, okay.
I wish I was coming out PS3 because I would love to get that. I really like the look of that game, the way you talk about them, you and Will.
Well, you just buy them on the PS3.
I know.
They're cheap. No, they're like super cheap now. You can get them like each of them for like probably $10 or less now. I still say the first one's the best too. I don't care what Will says or anybody else. It's the best one.
I'll be the tiebreaker. I'll figure it out.
To me, it's the best one. I just like the story a lot better. The next big game, there's Street Fighter V. I guess it's a PS4 PC exclusive.
I think. Know what else they could do with Street Fighter or even Tekken.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll sell like millions of copies because I mean the fighting community loves those games. But
well, they're fun games. I mean, like I love the game. But yeah. I just feel like I don't know. I don't know if they have any extra story modes, new characters, or what. But we just.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like they, especially Street Fighter, I feel like they add new characters every like new one.
Second quarter of 2016.
Yeah, and I've never been good at fighting games. That's why I kind of stay away from them. The only fighting games I really get into is like those Naruto games and the Dragon Ball ones. That's the only ones I get into. Like Mortal Kombat, I wish I could play those and be good at them, but I'm horrible at them. Street Fighter, I'm terrible at.
Those fighting games are. You play just like a 5-year-old. That's all the buttons.
Yeah, I mean that's the way I would have to play it.
Combinations. You actually learn how to do the special, and then you try to figure out how to do them.
You're like, oh shit, how did I do that? And then you're like,
yeah. The next like Capcom versus Marvel.
Yeah. See, I wanted to play it when that came out. I was like, oh, cool, man, like comic book characters, and then I didn't know how to play it. Like the easiest person I feel like to play with is Wolverine.
Yeah. And he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man was one of the complicated ones.
Yeah.
Hulk was because he was slow, but if you use him the right way, he could smash everybody.
Right.
I like seeing him and Juggernaut fight against each other at the screen, like trying to go.
Oh yeah.
Put him in there. But yeah, it's a badass game.
Let's see. In the next two, we'll go through quicks. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Everybody knows what Call of Duty is. Sean's super excited for it.
Wrestling, got 2 more months.
Yeah. I actually got to play the beta. Sean was watching me, and he was depressed. He was like, I want to play.
Yeah.
It's more Call of Duty. It's quick, it's snappy, it's fast. It's everything you love about Call of Duty.
I'd probably be the only person in the world who actually is going to play story mode first.
I do that all the time, too. I feel like I'm the only person that does that, too. I don't know. The next one's Destiny, the Taken King. I feel like that came out.
No, 15. 3 more days.
15th is when it comes? Okay, I don't know. I saw a bunch, like, I've been seeing commercials for it. It's very rare to see a video game commercial nowadays. In my opinion, anyways. I really haven't gotten into Destiny. I know the Taken King is an expansion of the Destiny story. Can't tell you anything about it other than it's made by Bungie, the people that made Halo.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, my brother's sister, she gets off of work, goes straight to her room, locks the door, play Destiny.
That's funny.
And from what I've seen when she plays, it's a badass game. I mean, I like the look of it and everything, the style of it. But
yeah.
I mean, she plays. So I know she's going to get it. Once she gets it, when I hang out with him, I'll probably look at what it's all about.
Right. I'll get into it sometime. Hell, by the time I get into it, I'm sure it'll probably be like done with. But the next one, Monster Hunter X. I'm assuming this is probably Monster Hunter 10. It's for the 3DS. I think it's the proper Monster Hunter game and not one of these side Monster Hunter games. Again, I don't have a 3DS. Never plan on picking up a 3DS because I'm not real big on handheld gaming, even though I play on my Vita sometimes. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'd much rather, if they were going to make this, I wish they would make it for 3DS and Wii U, and it would give me a reason to get a Wii U. But I don't know. Let's see, Resident Evil 0 Remaster. We actually talked about this a couple podcasts ago, and we were trying to decide whether or not they were going to remaster this game or remake this game, and I guess we got our answer. It's a remaster, so it's going to be up-res from the GameCube version, maybe the Wii version. But it's coming out for everything except for the Nintendo consoles.
Yeah, it's coming.
And I'm actually excited for this because I never actually got to play Resident Evil 0. I have a GameCube, but I never bought Resident Evil 0, so maybe I'll buy this. If it's $20 like Resident Evil 1 was when it came out, I'll definitely buy this and play it. Especially, do you know when it's coming out, Sean? Did you look?
Yeah, first quarter. Yeah, you got first quarter.
Damn, I was hoping it was going to come out in October. Because it'd be a great game to play like during the October spooky stream. Next game is a game that recently came out and everybody seems to love it. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Will's actually been playing that, streaming that on his channel. You can check him out at twitch.tv/Zathic. That's ZATHIC. That's what he's been playing. He's been, ever since Metal Gear came out, he's been playing Metal Gear. But he's also playing The Witcher 3. So if you're looking to get into Metal Gear and some Witcher, definitely check out his channel. Throw him a follow.
PC fans coming out on 15th.
What's that?
The Metal Gear Solid is coming out on PC on 15th.
Oh, is it? Damn. I always find it weird that the PC version of games gets delayed compared to the console version.
Yeah, I can't tell you why.
Yeah, I don't either. The next game is a game I'm really excited for, and I was talking to Sean about this earlier before we started streaming. It's Just Cause 3. I told him he needs to definitely pick up Just Cause 2. It's on PS3. It's on Xbox 360. But Just Cause 3 is coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And I think it comes out this year.
December 1st.
December 1st, okay. This game is one of those open world, like Grand Theft Auto games where it wants you to cause chaos and havoc. And the really cool part about it is you have a grappling hook to where you can grapple a helicopter that's flying over top of you, and you can like grapple up to it, or you can shoot your grappling hook at the helicopter and then shoot the grappling hook at a car going by, and they'll drag each other. It's really funny. You can do some really crazy stuff in that game. Yeah, it's... Do what?
That in the second one?
Yeah, you can do that in the second one, too. They're all... I mean, that's the premise of those games, basically, is to tear your crap up.
What about the first?
The first one, I'm trying to think. It was on PS2. I think it was on 360. I feel like it's the same way. Like, it's just over the top, like, blow shit up and have fun. But, again, think of, like, Grand Theft Auto, because, like, you play a guy, and you get missions from people, and so you just go, you're basically everybody's bitch, you know how you are in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And it's just up to you to make your own fun, you know?
Yeah, I'll have to play that. I have to download that tonight.
Yeah, it's really, like, the second one's really fun. I remember one mission you do, it's very early in the game. You're actually on the hood of a car, on the top of a car, and the guy you're trying to save is driving the car. And dudes are chasing you, so, like, you can easily just shoot them and try to blow the cars up. But the easiest thing to do is to take your grappling hook and hook the front of their car, and then hook the road that you're driving on so it makes the car flip forward. It's really funny. Or you can, like, hook it to a tree, and then they wrap around the tree. It's really fun. The next big game, I'll say it's a big game, Dragon Quest X. I'm actually disappointed this isn't coming out on PS4. But it's coming out Wii, surprisingly enough, 3DS, and PC. So eventually when I get my PC built, I'll probably pick it up for PC. Last Dragon Quest I played was Dragon Quest 8, and it was on PS2. I feel like that's probably the last one everybody played. But, Phantasy Star Online 2 is coming out for PC, PS4, and Vita. Those games are pretty They're pretty dope. I remember the last one I played was Fantasy Star Portable and Portable 2 on PSP. And I always thought it was funny because the letters of the game's PSP on the PSP. Yeah. That's how my mind works. Very simple-minded. Final Fantasy 15 is going to be at the Tokyo Game Show. It's for PS4, Xbox One. It's a beautiful game from what I see. I can't wait to play it. Hopefully it's better than 13 because I played a little bit of 13 and never liked it. Let's see. I'm going to try to get through some of these because some of these are mobile games that I feel like nobody's going to really care about. There's a new Kingdom Hearts Unchained X. It's coming out for mobile. Don't really care about that because, again, it's a mobile game and I don't play mobile games. More Bud Light for Sean. And I have a horrible aftertaste in my mouth, by the way.
Trying to wash it down.
I'm trying to. Deus Ex Mankind Divided I feel like that game's coming out soon too, but I may be wrong. It's coming out Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And Sean, you've never played the Deus Ex games, right?
Yeah.
There's one on PS3. It's called Human Revolution. You should look into that game too. I think you would really like that game.
Coming out February 23rd, 2016.
Okay. I was wrong.
I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah, you definitely look at the one on PS3. Human Revolution is what it's called. I think you would really like it.
And FYI, people, I started with 5 games on PS3. I met this guy. Every game he told me to download to play,
Yeah.
I downloaded and played. So every game that I'm going to get, I'm getting it.
Yeah, I kind of I give people bad habits. I'm sorry. Yeah. I guess a little history about Sean and I work together. We've worked together for some years now.
Yeah, I think I've been there for like about. It's going to be 3 years next year, but yeah.
Yeah. And it just so happened one day we just started talking about, I don't know, probably video games or comic book or something. I don't know what it was.
I remember. It's weird because we talked about Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Wolverine movie, the origins of Wolverine.
Oh god.
And it's coming out.
Yeah, and then ever since then, like pretty much every day, he and I talk about video games and stuff, and I guess like he found out that I was like huge into video games, and I have been forever. Yeah. And he's into video games too, but he's not quite as into it as I am, and I don't feel like many people I know are. But
I just play games that.
Yeah, he just like sporadically picked a game and played it. Where I'm like, oh, you got to play this one, but before you play those, you got to go back and play these other ones that came out back in 1980. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, that's how you got to do it. He's like, no, I can't do that.
Stuck in a routine with
yeah.
Dragon Ball, Call of Duty.
Yeah, because that's how I was like, oh, Black Ops 3's coming out, so let's go back and play Call of Duty 1, 2.
Yeah. I love them damn games, though.
Yeah. So yeah, the next one on the list is Hitman. I guess it's kind of a reboot. I don't know if it's really a reboot. I don't know if they've said it's a reboot, but it looks like it is. I don't know. It's just called Hitman, so I just assume it is. From the trailer that I remember seeing, it looks like it's
movie.
It looks like it's
December 6th, 8th.
No, is it? I haven't played a Hitman game in a very long time. I didn't play the last one. And I feel like I own the, what is it, Absolution?
Yeah.
Was the last one, and I feel like I own it. And I think I own the HD collection on PS3. I got the burp hiccups now.
Yeah, it don't really say anything about it being a reboot. Just that it's play as Agent 47 at the prime of his career. You know, take on the world, kill people and shit.
I'm guessing it is because, I mean, like I said, it's just called Hitman. And I feel like Absolution was probably... Absolution...
They don't really give the description of it. Build a new foundation for the Hitman franchise. So you will find Agent 47 here. Yeah, I guess so. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
Some Hitman games are fun. You know.
I haven't played one in a very long time. Last time I played one was on PS2.
I have mine on. I had to play the PS2 game on PS3.
Yeah, the HD remastered ones.
I got them on that damn PlayStation stale.
Yeah. The next one's Life is Strange. It's a Square Enix game. There's lots of Square Enix games up here. But I feel like this game's already complete. It's one of those games that came out in episodes, kind of like the Walking Dead games. And I own the first and maybe second episode. I can't remember. But I remember playing the first episode. It was actually pretty decent. I haven't played any of the other ones. Maybe whenever I get around to it, I'll try to finish it up. But yeah, it's in the same vein of the Walking Dead games. I gotta get this nasty taste out of my mouth.
Mouthwash.
Yeah, I need some mouthwash. Let's see.
Haven't heard yet. This is the ultimate beer.
Ah, that's actually what I'm.
You want a beer that doesn't taste like beer. It tastes like root beer.
Yeah, if you want a beer that tastes like root beer, buy that.
Don't put it in a red cup. Don't put it in no kind of cup. Leave it in this one, because if you do that, and kids get to it,
yeah,
you're gonna get drunk shit. That's how sweet it is. Just that.
I mean, it tastes exactly like root beer. And I guess for the audio podcast, I didn't think about that. We're talking about this beer called Not Your Father's Root Beer. It's super popular now. And it's very strange because I was in a Twitch chat and just people were randomly talking about beers, and that one came up, and I was like, oh, okay, root beer. I'm like, I like root beer. And I told Sean about it, and I went and got some. I was like, dude, you got to try it. So he went and got some. I feel like we're both hooked on it now.
Yeah,
and now every time I go to the grocery store, it's like everywhere.
I heard that background. I was out with the police and with the firefighter. That's my window right now. I haven't been nothing serious. I hope they're safe, but that's what that was.
All right, let's wrap up the list here. The last couple, Persona 5. I feel like a lot of people are ready for Persona. And I'm sure this game's coming out sometime this year in Japan. I don't think it's coming out this year in the United States. Hopefully, I'll like this one better than 4, because 4 actually kind of bored me.
It says TEA 2015.
Yeah.
Doesn't really give that much info.
Last...
Gamers, I think was the 5th game popular. Yep. That's about it. That's all I say.
Last two I want to mention is Lego Jurassic World. Everybody loves the Lego games. I've played a couple of them. My son loves them. We actually play the Lego Marvel superheroes together. The game's it's actually really fun. And they have the most random characters in there too. Like, I'm very surprised at some of the characters they have in that game. I feel like, Sean, if you actually got that one, you would really like it. Not Jurassic World, the Marvel superheroes one.
I think I might get it for my son, because he always wanted to play Dragon Ball Z. But
yeah.
I think that's way too advanced.
Yeah. I think you would like it too, because like I said, it has like the most random characters in it, and you'll be like, oh shit, okay. Like Black Bolt's in it, and I'm like, oh shit, I get to actually play a game with Black Bolt in it. So. The last one on the list that I want to mention is Mad Max. I feel like this game came out a little under the radar. I feel like we talked about this last week. It came out the same day as the Metal Gear Solid 5. And I feel like most people kind of were looking at Metal Gear as being like this year's game of the year. And it probably will be. Like I said, it got 10s. But Mad Max, I haven't played it yet, but I've been watching a lot of streams on it. And that game looks sick, man. Like, I really want to play it. Again, it's one of those games that's open world. It's in the same vein of Just Cause and Grand Theft Auto. Like, I just want to play it, tear some shit up, and have some good times.
Yeah, it's just one dirty motherfucking fun. It's hard.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of games at Tokyo Game Show, and there's some, I'm sure, like, there was plenty on the list we didn't mention. There's been rumored games like The Last Guardian from Studio Japan and Sony. That's supposedly going to be there again. Hopefully it will come out sometime soon. And I'm sure like I said, there's going to definitely be some surprises. It might not be huge surprises like E3, but definitely be something. Hopefully I'll get to see more of Nier, because I'm really excited for that. Love me some Drakengard, and Nier's in that same world, so I can't wait. Maybe when I get my capture card and everything set up again, I can play the original Nier. Maybe even some Drakengard. Some good times. Good times.
Y'all will have to get me a capture